Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I haven't been this excited to talk about something in the game in a long time. Unlike many of you watching this, I have not jumped into Act 7 head and feet first. In fact, until I had motivation to at least complete Act 7, which wasn't there until I saw the Act 7 exploration pack, I was pretty comfortable with not even touching 7.3 or 7.4. But once I saw what was possible, I thought, all right, it's time to get your feet wet. And so for the past few weeks, I've just been doing like a path every couple days. And to be clear, this isn't like a exploration rewards video. I'm nowhere close to being done, but I have made more progress than I thought I would make. The fun thing is, I just beat Annihilus without having to use any revives. I hate fighting Annihilus. I thought it was going to be the worst. I saved him for last. The best part of 7.4.4 is that I got to fight Mojo. I also hate fighting Super Scroll. I got to fight Mojo every time with Archangel, and he almost one-shot him every time. And if he didn't one-shot him, and he left like, let's say, 16% health, I could just pop a 20% revive in because I knew the parry heavy method would work almost guaranteed until he was knocked out. I didn't have to worry about putting more of a higher revive like a level 2 or limited potions. I also decided to do some paths this weekend because I want to take advantage of the new compensation for the month of April that's just been chilling in my overflow. So I got Annihilus down to 1% health, and the only person that hadn't been knocked out yet was good old Deadpool X-Force. And you can see, hopefully, in the background, him standing there like a boss. But, yeah, he got him down, and so you can see now, and I'm just going to show you why this has been so amazing. Yeah, so my 7.4.4 is now 100% explored. And you can see, for having it just be completed, like, so 7.3 is just completed right now. I've just done one path of each. But 7.4, and you might be wondering, why are you starting at 7.4? Well, 7.4 has the best rewards per path. So I feel like if you're going to use items and if you're going to use energy, you might as well get the best rewards per path. But I have 100% explored the first 4 mini chapters, which to a lot of you watching this is like, you're going to roll your eyes and be like, that's nothing, you know, that's easy. 7.4 is the easiest. I've heard that a lot. 7.4 is easiest. It's not always been easy for me, and certainly I'm still terrified of the final Kang boss, but it's kind of nice to see those 100%, not going to lie. And 7.4.4 did something really important for my happiness. It made me fall even more in loyalty, because it's weird. If you say you're in love with a champion in a mobile game, it just sounds creepy and awkward and very strange. So I'm going to change my wording of this going forward, or at least attempt to change when I remember. Falling in loyalty with these champions even more. 6-star Red Hulk and 5-star Red Hulk. This path I just saved. And by the way, I don't need gold. Obviously, I've got 483 million. So I always save the gold path, which was this far left path here, for the final path, because I don't get anything out of it. I don't get tier 2 alphas or tier 5 basic or units or 6-star shards, you name it. But this thing, it says science attackers gain immunity to nullify whenever a nullify or poison fails to apply to the attacker due to immunity. They gain a fury passive, increasing attack by 80% for 6 seconds. So obviously you want to use a science attacker. But then, this is where it gets crazy. The hazard shift. Striking the defender has a 40% chance to inflict the attacker with an incinerate debuff, dealing 30% of the defender's attack and damage over 7 seconds. Every 12 seconds this is swapped for a chance to inflict poison instead. Well, who absorbs poisons and incinerates and they get better? Red Hulk. And even though I have a 565, and I did bring in, it was a mistake, I brought in Immortal Abomination, and he got knocked out real fast with the incinerate damage, and I thought, why didn't I just bring in both my 5 and 6-star Red Hulks, you know? But lesson learned. So it's a joke. If you haven't done this path yet, you'll thank me later if you have a 5 or 6-star Red Hulk, and if you don't, We have a level up event coming up. Rank that guy up. So that path, Red Hulk made a joke until I got to the Annihilus boss. And then, even though I watched some videos beforehand and I wasn't confident in like white mags, I tried red mags and that didn't work very well for me. I tried parry heavy, and even though Annihilus is a metal champion, I still couldn't parry very well. Like the parries wouldn't land. And so I got knocked out. But Nick Fury, of all people, I mean, it's 6-star rank 3 Nick Fury, so I guess it's not too surprising. But I was able to intercept a few times against Annihilus. I got like 70% of his health down. And that's really, he got more damage done on Annihilus, that final boss, than Red Mags, which on paper I would not have guessed. But besides this, the path that I have really just grown in loyalty of my Aegon is this Moth to the Flame, because I landed so many basic attacks to build up that combo that I just wait and fire a special 3, and yeah, I'd lose 10 fervor chargers when I did a special 3, but then the stun would be long, I'd get them back with basics. So this was just an Aegon path. The only person, and maybe I'm the only person, I just said only person twice in a sentence, that's embarrassing. Maybe I'm the only summoner who struggles with him, but I just hate fighting Green Goblin. I have fought him so much in my life. And you would think, especially against his special 2, that I would be smart enough to either block it or to create enough distance to where it's not a problem. But I always underestimate how close I am when I try to dex his special 2. And I have spent more revives, stupidly, 100% my fault, on being knocked out from the Green Goblin special 2 when I got overly confident or cocky and just wanted to make sure I was safe. And I wasn't, obviously. I got knocked out. But yeah, that path, Aegon crushed, and it was just really fun to use him. The hardest path for me, because I'm also a coward at using coward, but the recharge path where you can only gain power through holding block, especially once, I don't know how y'all in Alliance War do this. I don't know how you fight No. I'm so bad at inverse controls. I'm terrible. And so that took a couple revives just to get Null down. But eventually, and I only fought Super Scroll once, but eventually the bosses of Mojo and Annihilus, but especially Mojo, just bring Archangel. You'll be so thankful. You did. Just parry heavy. 5 or 6-star Archangel. Just parry heavy, rinse and repeat. You'll apply a ton of neurotoxins. I didn't even have Apocalypse, and it still was amazing. So, also, my favorite team with Aegon is, I'll just show you real quick, because I don't know, maybe no one cares out there, but for the few people who are like, Prof, I actually respect your strategy on this, because again, when you're not the best player, you need all the help you can get. So I put in Aegon with Heimdall, Nick Fury, and Deadpool X-Force. And then the final member I use is my 565 5-star Star-Lord. By the way, my 6-star Proxima Midnight is in Alliance Quest, though I still actually prefer fighting with Star-Lord over Proxima Midnight, which might be a controversial statement, but I just made it anyway. And so what I'll do is I'll load up this synergy team, and then I'll just get through the whole path with Aegon. Usually it takes 0 items, 0 revives, etc. And then I will swap out for whoever the boss killer is, in this case mostly Archangel. I'll swap out Archangel with Star-Lord, because I don't need Star-Lord once I get to the boss. So that strategy has been really fun and really easy. And I'm proud to say I thought I'd have to use all my revives and potions in my overflow, and I've used quite a few. But look at all these boosts. I've still got my overflow, but I've got still 2 level 2 revives from the compensation of the month of April, and 3 energy refills, and then a few level 1 revives that are in the overflow as well, and a level 2. So for me, I'm proud of myself. That might seem pathetic or cliche to people who did this in their sleep, but I didn't know if I could do it, and I've been able to do it so far. So yay, Red Hulk and Aegon are MVPs. Those are my additional tips for this Easter weekend. Thanks for watching.